just spent the first hour this morning walking the Gloucester and Sharpness canal path to the point where I previously joined the canal path on my previous walk in Gloucestershire. I'm now looking to rejoin the Severn Way, going north to, well, just past Gloucester. So my walk started in Gloucester city centre. I found a car park that's £2 all day on the weekend, which is a bargain. And I've now walked pretty much all of the canal path as well, which is quite good. Here we are then, back on the Severn Way. I can just see the Severn to my left here through the trees, and away to my right I can just hear the hum of the motorway. Today is quite an overcast day. It's been a bit drizzly so far, but not as cold as in the last week actually. We've had some real freezing temperatures in the last few mornings, lots of ice on the windscreen, that sort of thing, but today it definitely feels cold, but it's not as cold. So it looks like I now have an easy 2 or 3 miles to go, following the Severn on my left, to reach Gloucester. And Gloucester is a city I have a brief history with. This goes back to January 2012, when I met someone through a dating website. She was living in the city at the time, and the few times we saw each other, it was up to me to come and drive up here to meet her. Fine, because in these days, before I started walking, I was doing I wasn't living a very adventurous life, and I felt like because I wasn't doing very much of my life, it was like an adventure to me, meeting someone and going to a new city. Sadly, things weren't to last very long, but I am grateful to her that she was able to welcome me into her life, her home, and all that sort of thing. I've had no contact with Sarah for nearly 7 years now. It's quite a shame, but that's the way it went. Wherever she is, so I hope she's well. I really do. I think Gloucester has a bad reputation that goes before it because there are quite a few good things about it. Mainly the cathedral, there's a Beatrix Potter shop, and there are some ruined chapels to explore as well. But if you get the chance to visit Gloucester, I'd say do it. I'd highly recommend the cathedral tour, going under the crypt underground. Although there was trouble with Asian gangs and drug crime, as in many urban areas and cities, generally it's not that bad if you know where to avoid and that sort of thing. So I'm quite glad to be back here again today in Gloucester. For the first time this year actually. I came here last year. I brought 2 friends up, and we explored the city for the day basically. Did the cathedral and some other things. I mean, I live near Bristol, so it's not a big city, but it's getting bigger and it's getting more crowded, and it's just noise and stress, and I'm not really a fan of that stuff. I could never live in Bristol, but Gloucester, I come here and I think it's quite small and it's kind of busy, but it's much quieter, it seems like it in many ways, and I could almost live here. lie to you, I've not really enjoyed this last section of the Severn walking through Gloucester. The noise and the traffic has been quite intense. I've now left the Severn Way for this walk and I'm slowly making my way back towards Gloucester on different routes. I'm now walking beneath the A40 and the amount of litter in this area is worse than the colour of the water behind me. Look at this, it's everywhere. Even in the pond, wherever it is, this lake, you've got loads of car tyres. It's disgusting. According to my phone's GPS, I can cross this here on a public footpath, but I'll have a look. I'm not too confident, to be honest. I started over there. There's a vague path over in this direction, through these trees.